地下鉄千代田線と地下鉄副都心線はお乗り換えです。This is a Yamanote Line train bound for Shinjuku and Ikebukuro. The next station is Harajuku. JY19. The doors on the right side will open. Please change your for the Chiyoda subway line and the Fukutoshin subway line.
Greetings, everybody. This is Harajuku Station. This place was built in 1906. Actually, the old station that's over on the end of the station, this platform, was built in 1924. And this Takeshita entrance, which is right here, that was built in 1929. And guess what? The city of Tokyo and Japan Rail has said that they're going to be tearing down Harajuku Station next year after the Olympics. This station was built for this line. This is the Yamanote line, and almost all of the people who come here come on the Yamanote line. So if you've ever been to Tokyo, and I'm sure that you've come to Harajuku, you've probably ridden this Yamanote line that's crossing right here. This is what you subscribe for. Live streams about some history, some insight into the city of Tokyo. This station is one that I've been coming to for the last 21 years on and off because Harajuku is just one of those places with a ton of attractions. It's known for that being the center of youth fashion. So much has happened over the last few decades, but Harajuku actually was not such a busy station. Historically, it was just a crossroads and a postal town on the Kamakura Highway. Kamakura being way down there, just south of Yokohama. These days, though, everybody comes here for Takeshita Street and to go to Meiji Shrine, and there's other reasons to come here. But really, it was just a crossroads. You can already see the construction taking place on the platform right there. And we're gonna walk the length of the platform. Because I want to take you to the old wooden building.
On track 1. Please stand behind the yellow line.
Those who are just in Tokyo probably feel a bit of nostalgia hearing the sounds, seeing the trains. We're walking over to the front and to the older side of the station on the Meiji Shrine side. Let's let this train pass. The Yamanote line comes every 3 minutes or so. More so in the morning. Right now it's about 10:15, 10:20 in the morning. So they're coming fairly frequently. Here's the Harajuku sign. Right there. We'll get a nice little view of Takeshita Street from the platform, and then we're gonna make our way out via the old entrance. And there's Harajuku in hiragana. Hara meaning like original or field, and Juku means an inn, like a small hotel or something. And this was just a place where people would come to stay on the route. Oh, there's Takeshita Street. We went a little bit too far. But you can already see the all of the construction going on in this area. There's a brand new IKEA, or IKEA you would say in the United States. We say IKEA here in Japan, being built right here in front of the station. And there's the overpass, the old, still steel overpass that is totally inadequate. And the question is, should Harajuku Station be destroyed? Should it be preserved as a museum? What should they do with that old building that you can see just beyond the bridge right there? It's built in an old English fashion, and it's hard to say why. There's not much history on why they built it this way, but it's been part of the city of Tokyo's skyline from this area for a long time. It's not a tall building, it's 2 stories, but a lot of photos, right, has a vintage look to it. A lot of photos of the station, and in fact, the station itself is kind of become an attraction because it's so unique, the style of it. All right, let me get my IC card out. But first we're gonna cross through it, and I'm gonna show you why maybe it's better that it's destroyed. First of all, and this is the Omotesando exit right here. First of all, you can already see it's extremely narrow, and during peak periods, especially on the weekend, when the tourists, there's a look through the grades here. As from here you can see the trains coming through. It's just too narrow on the weekends, and you're gonna see when I get down to the tickets why. If you come here, the trains are coming every 3 minutes, full. So many people, especially tourists, are getting off here. There's a bottleneck often going all the way up here, sometimes onto the bridge. So when people get off the train, there's a bottleneck, meaning it takes you maybe 5 to 10 minutes to get out of the station, and sometimes even longer to get in. So the best thing I think would be to build it better, where it's more adequate. But that's up for debate. Here's the turnstiles. If you ever don't have enough money, you can get your tickets charged here at the fare adjustment. Then you tap your IC card and you exit. Hello. Nice to meet you too.
John from the UK.
Okay. Hi, John. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. The
What-
last day today, unfortunately.
Yeah, a little wet. Do you think they should tear down this Harajuku Station?
I don't know, but I very rarely come here. I've come here today because I saw you was going to be live streaming. I was,
Good call. And
yeah,
you,
I'm a notator,
you
man.
saw me where it was coming out too.
yeah.
Oh, cool. Now they say this here, you'd have more experience than me, John, that this is built in an English design, an old English design.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, the white and the wood, and you can see there's some bricks on the side of it. The style is definitely not Japanese.
No. Well, are they planning to knock it down and modernise it, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the reasons why is just there's too many people, and especially down there at the Harajuku exit, there's just a massive bottleneck that's dangerous because cars are going by. People can't get out. If anything were to happen, somebody were to collapse, the paramedics can't get into there.
Yeah.
It's almost like like a football game or something. You just can't get into the stadium. This is this part of it also, I believe, is going to be demolished. They're talking about whether or not they're going to preserve it or they're going to demolish it. It's right now a fire hazard, they say. Also, it's not up to code, and not doing anything, and if anything were to happen, would be irreversible, as I said on Twitter recently. I don't know.
Yeah, it gets so packed. I mean, I came here a few years ago and it was just absolutely packed solid.
Yeah, you can't get through, and
Yeah.
it's just
So
annoying.
I avoid it now.
I avoid it too. I avoid this place too. I used to come here amazed at all of the goth girls and people in cosplay on Meiji Bridge right here.
Yes.
But over the last few years, they've kind of been kicked out. They get kicked out and moved over towards Takeshita. You don't see people dressing up, and let me tell you something, that's not normal in Japan to dress up in cosplay and walk around the city. Tourists do it.
Yes.
If it's like tourists, do it. This behind me, you can already see the construction is gonna be the new Harajuku Station. It's right by Meiji Bridge right here. This is the elevator coming out of it. It's the Fukutoshin line, the brown one right there, and the Choda line. The Fukutoshin goes from Ikebukuro to Shibuya, so a lot of people will use that line. That's Shibuya Station over there. You can see more skyscrapers being built in the distance. That's one of the Olympic arenas, I believe, from 1964 that's going to be used. But this station here has seen a lot, that wooden structure. We're going to cross the street and take a look over there. Sorry, John, I'll get to you in a second. If you have anything to add, feel free to interject. This is the new station that they're building. It's supposed to be completed on the 21st of March in 2020, which is not too far away. and commuters will start to stream through here, and this will probably be closed, and then they won't tear that down until after the Paralympics, which follow the Olympics, probably closer to the end of 2020, and depending on public outcry, they'll determine whether or not to keep this building or turn it into a museum. I don't know what is the best call for that. That's for me, buildings in Japan were not meant to last forever. They're made of wood. Most of the castles have been destroyed by lightning. I think you want to preserve your history, but at the same time, Japan is a place of constant change. I don't want to compare buildings to food, but in vending machines and at supermarkets, Kit Kat flavors change with the season. The dishes, trends change so fast. But yeah, I get the nostalgia feeling of it. A lot of probably people have met. Maybe some marriage proposals happened here. Life has happened here at Harajuku Station, and nobody really wants to change that. Let's cross the street. It's a lovely day.
Lovely.
There you go.
I mean, I've been here since the 4th, and it's been lovely weather every day.
Yeah.
My last day.
And it changes today.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like this all weekend, but
Yeah.
it's just weather. Life goes on. Life goes on. This intersection has changed so much. I've seen so many buildings. Used to be a Snoopy peanut store across the street, and before that, it was some old mom and pop shops. This used to be a convenience store. This used to be a Gap as well. There's tons and tons of buildings that businesses have changed at this intersection. In fact, I think this building is sort of new and they're already demolishing it. It's pretty unusual. And this here is supposed to be an IKEA up here across the street from Harajuku Station. And of course, across the street is Harajuku Station right now. The station itself was built in 1906, but this particular building in 1924, and it has survived World War II. It has survived the 1964 Olympics. It has seen a lot of history. If you take the picture from Meiji Bridge and you look back at Harajuku Station, you get a really beautiful view of Shinjuku. The new Docomo Tower, which was opened around the year 2000, is in the distance over there. It's a cloudy day today. You won't be able to see it. But Harajuku Station has seen a lot. And that's why I think you kind of want to preserve this, right? You kind of want to preserve this. And at the same time, you can see this is prime real estate. And I'd like to see it bigger and allow more traffic to come through. But how do you maybe maintain the style? The designs are more modern looking. It looks like a much bigger 2-story deck building that goes back further over the tracks. Lots of stores on the second floor, it looks like. It's black and dark and white, kind of maybe keeping with the style of Harajuku. But it's going to be different. Professor Dell, hi John, fan meetup next Tuesday. Maybe. I'm gonna have find me cards, you found me cards. So I will announce maybe a find me next Tuesday, okay? That's close to a meetup. And then those who wanna really meet up will meet up in that case. What did you do today, John? John, right?
Yeah, I went to Hibbing Midtown.
Okay.
Had a cup of coffee there, and then checked to see if it was streaming, so I'll come and check you out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I had 7 days in Kyoto, and I travelled out from there. I went to Osaka to see some Bunraku theatre, and then Hiroshima for 7 days. But again, I travelled out to Iwakuni, see the
Oh, that's
bridge.
a beautiful bridge in Iwakuni,
When I saw
Kintaikyo.
that in a book I bought in Japan in 2014, I said my mission is to walk over that at some point, and so I've done that. And
it's quite a lot of exercise going back and forth over that bridge.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic.
I was winded when I did it a couple of years ago.
Yeah. You got to watch your step. You go over and then suddenly it starts steps, or the steps disappear.
I think they did it to confuse the ninja.
Yes.
No ninja could go across that real fast, stealthily.
Yeah.
Everyone would see you coming.
Yeah.
It's a triple bridge in Kintaikyo.
I mean, this is my fifth time.
5th time in Japan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really like it. Yeah. It's been having lessons for a couple of years.
Yeah.
With a private, with a native Japanese speaker in it. Speaking a bit of Japanese, for me, I think it makes the trip so interesting. because they're so helpful, so kind, and
Right.
you are somewhere, and certainly if you go off the beaten track and the train turns up, you need to know.
People will help you.
I don't use a smartphone really.
Yeah.
Around. I like to be able to ask, and it's so rewarding. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, certainly getting off the beaten track, as I said earlier. You know, and you can ask. You know,
Get off the beating track.
Does this bus stop at so-and-so? You have no clue. You can't speak.
That's when an adventure starts, when you get off the beaten track, you're out there in the elements, and people really do make an effort to help you.
Yeah.
You're rewarded, I think, when you get off the beaten track with adventures of epic proportions. It depends on what you want to do, but they're pretty cool adventures out there.
Traveling on these local one-man adventures.
Right, the one train, the one-man trains. There's a lot to see and do out there.
Yeah.
Let's put a ribbon in this part of the station here. Again, built in 1924. What you see, Wikipedia will say 1906. This part was built in 24. There weren't a lot of people getting off at Harajuku then. This was a place where you would stay. It wasn't a place of youth fashion until the 1980s. And then after 1980, then you saw some of the subculture starting to pop up in Harajuku, and it became a tourist attraction. It was known for satellite shops. Little local fashion places would have pop-up satellite shops where they would test out their fashion before going national. And that's why Harajuku is the youth fashion center. Shibuya now, this whole region between here and Shinjuku is kind of the same way. Let's walk down to the say goodbye.
I'm going to move on. I'll let you get
Oh,
on.
okay.
Could I have a photo?
Oh yeah, sure. Let's get a photo.
I'll have to ask somebody to...
Let's get Harajuku Station in the back. Sashin toremasu. You speak some pretty good Japanese. Sumimasen. Yay. Arigatou gozaimasu. Wow. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, thank you. You're very welcome. Where are you from?
Malaysia.
I'm Malaysia. Hey, welcome.
I'm sorry.
I know. I'm used to it.
Yeah, right. Yes. Great.
Thank you, John.
Yeah. Good to meet you, John.
Very, very nice to meet
Hit
you.
that like button, folks.
Hit that like button. Yes, John's got it right.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
Cheers.
Yeah, happy trails. All right. It's nice to have John kind of reporting on the side here, giving some insight. He did confirm that it is an English design. Here you can see the slope of it. It is not the easiest to live stream in the rain, but let's hope that the DJI gimbal can hold out. It comes in from the English-looking brown and white, and you can see it's sloping up to that steel bridge that crosses the tracks right over there. David Kimura, hi John and John. Double John times 2, right? And Professor, I'll let you know if I could do something next week. I know my friend Joe from the Emirates is here. He's a big YouTuber for the Arab world, and we're gonna maybe do something together. He's on his way to Japan, and I'm gonna help him out with some shoots. Maybe we'll do a meetup together. It's a big deal. I have an umbrella. I just choose not to use it because it makes things harder. All right, it does slope down. Above me, you can see just the whole city of Tokyo is modernizing. If you've come to Japan over the last couple of years, you will know that Shibuya is undergoing a massive amount of renovations. In fact, if you haven't been to Japan recently, to Tokyo recently, you're gonna see that it's changed quite a bit. It's not the same place that you visited before. All right, I'm gonna get my umbrella out now. Now these umbrellas are clear in Japan because they allow you to see through it during typhoon, right? You can see through the back of it. So you can put the umbrella into the wind, or when you're riding a bicycle, which you shouldn't do anymore, you could go like this and see through the umbrella. Oh, that's the Narita Express. There it goes. Rumbling through. NEX. And that's where we started the live stream, just right there. All right, we're gonna go down Takeshita Street, but first I want to show you the old exit. I think that's the one that is definitely going to be destroyed. This is the Takeshita exit. It used to be called the Sakashita before it moved to Takeshita exit right there. This is an older exit, 1929 or 1939. I can't remember the dates exactly, but yeah, 1929, 1939, the beginning of the Showa era, it was built. And I'm pretty sure that this one will be destroyed, which is good. This is also a bottleneck point. People would be lined up from the station all the way down to get into Takeshita. And every time the light would change red, this would just collect with so many people. It was kind of dangerous, I think. And it's better that they probably close this anyways. But if they did that now, the overflow of traffic would be too great for the little building. Thanks, guys. Hey, Feng's here. Thanks, Feng. Yeah. This street here has changed quite a bit over the 21 years I've been in Japan. Takeshita Street is a place I avoid. I really try to avoid it here. Check it out. Let's go super wide. Today we have what looks like Duffy from Disney dancing with a fiddle or a cello. Duffy's pretty small. That could be a violin. I don't know. And all you see is a sea of umbrellas right now going across Takeshita. That's why I don't use my umbrella. A lot of my friends have been poked in the eye, or it's dangerous to be down there. They're all sharks, everyone with an umbrella. But from this angle, you get a really nice shot of all the people walking through here, and we're gonna go through here too. It's not as crowded. I would get here before noon. It's probably the best. Umbrella Street, you could call it. But this used to be where a lot of the satellite shops were. Just filled with 1980s bubble era type shops promoting fashion and goods for youth. Plastic things, stylish things, trinkets and things like that. These days though, it's become more like chains, more, I don't know. It's kind of lost that feeling. And there's not much reason for me to come here. It just pretty much attracts tourists. So let's go walk in there. And we're gonna look back at Harajuku Station again. Once again, the Harajuku Station is set to close next year after the Paralympics. And there's debate whether or not it's gonna be demolished. I'm pretty sure they're gonna demolish it. I could be surprised. There's some talk that maybe it'll be preserved. What do you think? Maybe you wanna sign off in the chat below or in the comments and let me know your thoughts on what they should do with the old English station built in 1924. Should they keep it? Or should they demolish it? Smells like someone's loving it. Ugh. Oh, they got the mentaiko burger. That's pretty crazy. Egg and some sort of croquet. Oh man, my hands are getting a little chilly. Now we're gonna take a few steps back and then look back at the station. That's interesting. There's a vending money exchange. I wouldn't recommend that. I'm pretty sure the rates are gonna be horrendous. Oh my. Is that the same teddy bear that was on the Takeshita Street? Dismantled and x-rayed? That's creepy. All right, let's look back at Harajuku Station here. Next year, you won't be able to walk to Takeshita through here. You're gonna have to come all the way around. That means that the left and right of the station is probably gonna be widened. I don't know how, maybe on this side. to allow traffic to walk on that side. Probably some shops added on the side wall, I'm not sure. And then you'll be able to come through that way. Sea of umbrellas. There's Harajuku Station, that white triangle. All I know is that the city of Tokyo is not the same anymore. You're not going to have... It just changes. It changes so fast. Businesses change, buildings change, things are demolished, and then a new one will pop up. That's a good thing. Because Japan is in an earthquake-prone country, it's an earthquake-prone country on the Ring of Fire. Tokyo is right on there. We've had some massive quakes here. One this morning that knocked off the gas in my apartment. So you have to be up to code and make sure that safety is paramount. That's number one, right? This lady's gonna catch the death of cold of her if she doesn't get some clothes on. Merry Christmas. But the city is always changing, and that keeps it fresh. That keeps it exciting. And we can expect that Harajuku Station should change as well. And hopefully the street doesn't change anymore. This is one of my favorite shops. You definitely should support them. This is a local business. Doi-san is the owner of AC/DC Rags. And I did a video here. They were very gracious enough to let me dress up in their fashion to show the Harajuku style. And you don't find those shops that are selling that outrageous fashion too much. AC/DC Rags still does that. And they have a couple of shops still here, but they lost, I believe it was a petition to keep their little satellite shop at the other end of Takeshita Street open. But they lost that, and well, that's gone. That was a part of history. They have pretty crazy fashion, you can see. It's colorful. I guess they're going dark. It's pretty colorful. That's a unicorn. My horn can touch the sky. Yeah. It's got some pretty crazy stuff here. This is AC/DC Rags, which is, look at this, Harajuku style, no borders since 1980. I like to see that, where local shops are still competing against the chains here. Because that's the identity. All of these, the Disney store, McDonald's, Daiso, they've kind of come in here. Matsumoto Kyoshi. Why do you need to have a drugstore on this shop, on this street? But it's change. And you learn to get used to it the longer you live in Tokyo. It's just a city that's always reinventing itself. Guys, if you want to see me eat something like a crepe, we got to get the 500 likes. It's up to you. It's up to you. This is Marion Crepes, which is one of the original crepe shops. It doesn't look as beautiful in the rain, but I will eat one if we can get over 500 likes. It's up to you. It's up to our community. What do you guys think as well? Do you like the new wide of Santa Monica, the competitors to the other crepe shop? They have some pretty outrageous crepes as well. Maybe a bacon and egg breakfast crepe. I do like the super wide. Thank you, YouTube app team, for listening and creating something. We did not need a tapioca drink shop. I don't know. Hopefully it goes away and we get back to something with youth fashion. Rainbow cheese. Oh, oishiso. I could get a rainbow cheese dog. Rainbow cheese grilled cheese sandwich. That's pretty original. I don't know my fortune. Kanai's sister Megumi got married today. They went to the city hall to get their certificate, but the ceremony is next year, so congratulations to Megumi and Yosuke. I think Kanai left this morning to be a witness. This is all new as well. Owl Cafe right there. I don't know. To me, it's lost its identity a little bit. It's too watered down. You'll see little things. I like the stickers on this light pole. Kind of gives it that feeling a little bit. The rebellious Harajuku right here, but you see that less and less. Jason Pointer, thank you. A little something towards the crepe and lunch. You got it. All right, I think we've been overruled. I'll just get a crepe at the end of the street. I do keep the streams a little bit longer because I know people are getting the notifications and tuning in at all times, so. I appreciate it very much. What? So they got like omiyage shops from Hokkaido here. I always buy glasses in Harajuku, like little teeny. I like those. These look pretty nice. That would fit me. These plastic rims here. I got a small head. It's hard to find glasses that don't make me look like a fish. All right, I'll be back. It's great. All right, here's the end of the street, and this has changed too much. This was under construction for a long time. On the left side, that building was under construction when I was doing the video in 2013 or 2014 on Harajuku fashion. I can't believe it's been almost 6 years since that video, but this skyscraper is done. Let me just pan up. Pan up here. That just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't fit that low, like the 2-story Harajuku building. Harajuku was a short place. Now it's going vertical. I'm not going to complain the whole time. I'm just saying, get used to change when you come to Japan, to Tokyo, and be ready for it to change within every 5 years, I'd say. What you love will be gone, and something new will be there. Because the city of Tokyo must compete. Hey, FNX Corp. Thanks, John, for all the tips. We're from Mexico, and last year we went to Japan using all of your tips. I appreciate that. I got a lot more tips coming. We're going to be going around and showing some of the winter stuff in Japan, some of the things that you need to know in the winter, some more tips for travel. This is not the crepe shop anymore. They've moved? What is this, a gelato shop? It looks too clean for Harajuku. Kids can't afford this, can they? Oh, look at the bunny. Look, a piggyback. Look at the piggyback ice cream. How much is that? 680 yen. Should I get a piggyback ice cream? That looks pretty cute. Oh wait, there's 3. The 3 little piggies. Should I get that? What do you guys think? Aravind, thank you. Everyone's saying get that. Or a hot crepe. They're right here. Let's take a look. 4-tiered pigs. Oh no! That's gargantuan. That's a crepe. 600 yen for this. It is really, Tony, it's really cold outside. All right, but if you get away from these sweet ones, down here you have caramel nuts, cream cheese, bacon, shrimp, avocado, cheese crepe. That looks interesting. Oh, here it is. The bacon, cheese, egg salad crepe. That looks like a breakfast crepe. Is it as good as a breakfast burrito? We'll find out. Let's try this. Bacon, cheese, egg salad. Oh, egg salad's really good. All right. Bacon, cheese, egg salad crepe. All right, we're in on it. This is ridiculous. You ever had a bacon, cheese, egg salad crepe before? Here we go. Let's do this. This is number, I can put the umbrella away. This is number 90. あ、こんにちは。90番お願いします。はい。はい。はい。All right, so it looks like they're already finished with the creme brulee, huh? I didn't even know about that. But is this Santa Monica? Oh, here it is up here. They have this creme brulee thing going on here. Yeah. Nosh is right. Let's move away from the demonetization. And see if there's some magic going on inside there. All right. Oh gosh, it's so cold. Look, no, they joined the tapioca revolution. Look. No, everybody's in on this now. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? All right, I've moved away from the speaker because we have what is absolutely guaranteed to be copyright music. You can see here the rain is just making it pretty hard today, but the show must go on. The show must go on. The show must go on. Destroy the copyright music. Right. This is the spot where they had... wow, that was a big car. This is the spot where they had the AC/DC Rags micro shop right here. Satellite shop. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. We're moments away from a bacon, cheese, and egg salad crepe. Bacon, cheese, and egg salad crepe. Oh, there it is. Hi, arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, look at this. That is, thanks guys. Breakfast. Very nice. Very hot. This is warming me up already. You can see the egg salad in there. Nice. I've never had a crepe. It smells like a breakfast burrito. All right, hold on. I got a tripod. I think this can work here. Just give me a second. Oh boy. After this, we're gonna walk around this area and then head back up to Harajuku Station. Say goodbye. We didn't get the 500 likes, but that's okay because we were overridden by a super chat. That sometimes happens. All right, bacon, egg, and cheese crepe. Let's do this. It's got some volume to it. Oh, there's some lettuce in there. This is not premium bacon, by the way. That's good enough. Egg salad is nice. This is very satisfying. You can see the cheese in there. I guess it could be a breakfast replacement. If you don't have a lot of time, get a crepe. A little bit of mustard in there. Doesn't work like an ice cream cone. That was pretty good. Gomibako. Stay there. All right, let's get out of here. Let's look back up at Takeshita Street. We just went through the island of umbrellas all the way from Harajuku Station. We're gonna wrap around this way. I'm gonna take you to the biggest intersection in Harajuku that divides the city, this part of Harajuku, with Omotesando, which is another area that I prefer because it's more nicer, sort of. I don't know. You be the judge. This Starbucks has been here for ages as well. It's changed shape a few times over the last 20 years. I'd say maybe 18 years. First one, probably around 2000, I think it opened, but it used to be all window, and now it's turned into more of a Japanese style. Let's see what's still here. This karaoke is still here. A long time ago. These kebab guys have been here forever. These kebab guys have been here for a couple of decades. I'm sure it's the original owner hired somebody. This food court is new. I guess it's a good place to just hop in for some cheap eats. Kind of a street food feel, but inside of a restaurant. You can see through the umbrella. It blocks the wind and lets you see through it. If you ever go off-road in Harajuku, explore between the main streets and the station. Back there's a maze of little teeny shops, and between you and me, all right, that's where a lot of the adult videos are filmed back there, because I remember my friend opened up a wine bar back there 14 years ago, and I went to the opening of it, and he told me, he goes, I'm having some problem with my wine bar here. And I said, what's the problem? He said, it's not really a problem, but a lot of the customers that are coming, I've seen them before. And I said, where did you see them? And he goes, in the videos where everything is all blurred out. That was pretty funny. Yeah, unfortunately, the wine bar didn't last for too long, and he had to close it down. There's a burrito place up there from Australia. Guzman's and Gomez. Guzman's y Gomez. They've been there for about 4 years now. And this used to be a Gap, a big Gap, but they built the Tokyo shopping mall maybe 5 years ago as well, 5-6 years ago, and the American Eagles came in here. They're pretty new to the Japanese market. Old Navy went out of business. They couldn't compete against Uniqlo. And they closed up their last shop in Diver City in Odaiba about 3 years ago. 3 years ago. All right, this is the intersection in the rain. If you've been to Japan, you've been to Tokyo, you know it's much better on a sunny day. And back in the 1920s, it was not this busy. Harajuku was part of the Kamakura Highway. It was a postal town. Juku meaning an inn. So as I said in the beginning of this video, people watching in the playback, it didn't really start to become a tourist attraction until the 1980s when it became a center of youth fashion. People would stay here, but I don't find too many hotels in Harajuku anymore. You don't find that very often. They're hidden maybe in the back streets. We're gonna wrap our way back up the next 320 meters to head back to Harajuku Station and do a final talk on whether or not you think it should be demolished. That guy's pretty brave. This is really lovely right now. They've just set up the Christmas lights down, what they call the Champs-Élysées of Tokyo. It's a shopping street filled with a lot of brand shops. They have champagne white lights that go on at sunset right now, and it just feels a little bit like Christmas. A little bit, because I don't know, I like the colored LEDs a little bit more. It should look fun like a Christmas tree. That's the kid in me, maybe. It's about from here about a 10-minute walk to get to Meiji Shrine inside of the park. Hey, was that the PPAP guy? He's just wearing a leopard skin jacket. In another time, I think I've already done Omotesando and Cat Street in another live stream, but I might do the other side of Omotesando going up towards Gaenmai and Aoyama Ichome in another live stream in the future. But I think to connect the neighborhoods is pretty important, and there's so many little stories that I have of every nook and cranny of the city of Tokyo. I've lived on 3 sides of the city. So I guess when you live there, a lot of things start popping up. A lot of stories get told to you by your neighbors. Again, if you go inside of here, on the right side, that's where they film a lot of adult videos. I'm just telling you for no particular reason. Just keep that between us. You've been warned. You might appear in one just walking by. But I think the Johnny's has an office here, or a stage, and there'll be a lot of young people lining up on the edge of it. But when you go inside there, and also inside of here, on the other side, there's some alleys that go inside a residential area, and a lot of company CEOs and very powerful people live back there. They have the houses, and you'll see a very expensive Mercedes, Benzes, and BMWs. It's shielded from the tourists on these streets because you can't really get in there from here. You have to walk in the back, and it becomes very quiet very quickly back there. So already the trees have started to change here in Tokyo. The weather is pretty chilly today, but we had very nice, as John said. There's another John from the UK who told us it was sunny and warm, fairly warm. You could probably get away with shorts just a couple of days ago. And now you just can't do that now, which is a shame. And I got a couple of friends from New Zealand probably still wearing shorts though. Some of my Scottish friends are still wearing shorts. Canadians. That's so crazy. Oh, this is that shorts weather. All right, we're gonna round the corner here, and then you're gonna see Harajuku Station, but it's gonna be a different view because of the new station that's being built right now. It blocks the view. There used to be an overpass. I think did they remove that? Hold it. There's Harajuku Station right there. The white and brown building in the center of the screen. Wait a minute, that's interesting. So they removed the metal bridge. I didn't even realize that because I haven't been right here for a while. There used to be a metal overpass that you could cross to get to the other side. That's gone. Interesting. Very interesting. We can make this light. That's all right. We'll miss it. This is the new station building. It's set to be completed on March 21st, 2020. Right now, it's just a gray tarp. Use your imagination. You can see the shape of it. It is a little bit boxier. On the right side of it is Harajuku Station, the old one built in 1924. And you can see just in the clouds in the distance is the Docomo Tower built in the year 2000. Used to be one of the tallest buildings in Tokyo. Has a big clock on it so you can see what time it is by looking up in the Shinjuku area. But it was an epic photo looking back at Harajuku Station from Meiji Bridge here. but you can no longer get that scene with the tracks underneath it because the station goes over the tracks, and we're gonna go cross the street and get a closer look at how the new station is being built. That's right, only I could make a 1-hour video on this. It's just irrelevant facts. Not irrelevant, but not facts that will be in a trivia game one day. You heard it here first. Hey, I got an American Express. Is that a lounge? Can I go hang out at the American Express lounge? This bridge here, there's still an emblem from the 1964 Olympics. You can see some of the old history from that era there. Hey, Cobra Bebop! Right back at you. My fingers are getting red from the cold. Much love, appreciated. Robert Wallace is here. How you doing, Robert? Yes, for those tuning in. This is the new Harajuku Station. We do know for pretty much a fact that the Takeshita exit, which is what I showed you about 30 minutes ago, will be demolished. And then this building is still sort of under debate, but I know they consider it to be a fire hazard. And if there was a fire, this thing would just go up like a tinderbox. Maybe not today, but... You're seeing it from every angle now. And this station is now connected underground. You see the elevator for the Tokyo Metro right there, the subway? That connects with the Choda line. And I believe that connection came maybe about 10 years ago. But before that, you had to walk. When I first came to Tokyo, you had to leave Choda Station at the intersection we just came from. Way back at the Tokyo shopping mall. All right, you can see here from Meiji Bridge, you can no longer see Shinjuku. This is new. You used to be able to look back at the old Harajuku Station and Shinjuku straight down the tracks. That view is gone. Kind of sad. It does look so different. Carrie's here. Carrie Larson writes, looks different. You can hear the trains rumbling by underneath there. And maybe, let me get a little bit closer. Yeah. It's the station is being built above the tracks. There's the metal framework for it, and then there's where the tarp is. That's going to be the new station. Going up there. Love. And wow, this new station comes all the way back. I bet you they're building an entrance into Meiji Shrine. Let's take a look a little bit into this direction. This is how you would get to Meiji Shrine. One day we will film here, but I'm not gonna go too far in because, wow, it's beautiful. This area of the city completely changes when you cross the bridge. It becomes quiet. There's the big torii gate into Meiji Shrine right there. Looks like a forest. This is my shortcut to get from Shibuya to Shinjuku. I often walk it straight through there. The green looks beautiful in the rain, doesn't it? The water just brings out the colors. And the lack of sun gets rid of the shadows. Just makes it look a little different. And then on the right side, that's the station back. And it looks like there's gonna be an exit straight to Meiji Shrine right there. Out with the old and in with the new. So what do you think? Should they destroy the old English station or keep it? Now's your time to comment. For the next 5 minutes, we're gonna be taking your questions. We're live. Click click the subscribe button and thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Station tours. We're gonna have a playlist on Only in Japan Go with all the station tours. So if you are moving or you're going to an area, you get to take a look at how to get around the stations. I think that's an important way to get oriented with a new town that you might be going to. Any questions, comments, opinions? Got one here said, destroy it. If they try to destroy it, get the pitchforks. So like Frankenstein. Nothing is forever. Save it, right? Merge it. That would be interesting. Merge it together, maybe. Make it as a museum. Don't get sick, John. Ah, look, you got Johnny's looking out for me. Thanks, Johnny. We don't want you to have this sent to not doing live streams. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get a hot bowl of ramen and some coffee when I get back home. Back to editing. Greetings from Alabama. Hey, this has nothing to do with it. Looking for your opinions. Should I go to Japan again on November or wait till will it still be crowded because of the Olympics? I have no idea. Tokyo doesn't know what's gonna happen after the Olympics either. But the Paralympics will take place, and I'm really excited about the Paralympics as much, or if not more so, than the Summer Olympic Games. All right, and nothing on the station? Nothing? Destroy history, rebuild, rights enforced of too much food. Keep the old station, preserve the station. God bless you. I didn't sneeze yet, but thank you. Make a diorama. The internet speaks. Keep the structure, upgrade. Hold on a second. Upgrade the pathways. That's a good suggestion. Was in 1974 at the Shrine and Station. Man, the whole place has changed a lot, Adam. It's changed a great deal. Spelling bee turned out pretty well. Preserve. Zeldaron. Save it. David Kimura. Paolo. Hello there, John. Don't destroy it. I'm not destroying it. City's destroying it. If it was me, I'd probably destroy it. I don't know. Rebuild it. It is a hazard. They have to redo a lot of renovation. To keep it would cost a lot of money. Maybe if the city did a preservation Kickstarter or social media funding campaign to keep it, that would happen. I have a lot of friends that live in this area and they don't want to see it go. It's just a part of who they are because they come and gone through this station so many times. It's got so much history, so much, it's seen so much. World War II, the 1964 Olympics. It's seen a lot of history, the bubble era. It's seen the recession era of the 1990s. But from what I'm looking at from the station here, just take a look. It's also one of the most crowded, bottlenecked stations that's a danger. Oh, I lost my umbrella. And you can see it's just, this is on a weekday at the lowest point, okay? This is a low point. If you look at Google Maps, it'll tell you this is right now below average. The traffic going through this old early 20th century English inspired structure. And on the left side of it, the news station, which we're passing by right now. Used to be a news day where you could get a convenience store stuff if you were going to walk into Yoyogi Park, which is also nearby. That's gone, and it's now become a part of the new station construction that's going on there. It is a fire hazard. That's why they're tearing it down. It's a fire hazard, and renovating it would be very costly. I don't know. We will see what they do. But I do know that they are planning to demolish the. They're planning to demolish that part of it. Here's. Miyamatsu Zakashita. This is the Hanzamon line and the Ginza line, and then down here, this would be the Yamanote line here. And it's changed a lot. They put us way down at the bottom of the map. Whoa! They've taken this out. Actually, this map is old. This is gone. Here's Meiji Bridge, and this is where the new station is being built on top of this here. Top of this here. Thanks, guys. I appreciate. Oh, look at this entrepreneur. Smart idea. Smart idea. The camouflage vending machine. Well, there you have it. This is the Harajuku building. Harajuku Station, the old one, built in 1924. They're talking about demolishing it. We're not sure if they're going to preserve it, but it's been a fixture of the landscape of Tokyo for a long time, since the 80s, a tourist attraction. And now, in its final days. Should I break the news? Should I shout out the building? Say your days are numbered? Nah, let's not spoil its day. It's enjoying the rain. I hope you enjoyed this too. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you are in the world. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys.